We had 45 minutes of fuel left and we were like, okay, what do we do now? We didn't know which frequency we were on. The fuel was running out and we didn't know what to do next. We had no fuel to move to another alternate. The things were running out of time. From somewhere, helicopter pilot came on the frequency, which we never knew which frequency was it. She said, are you guys stuck? She just came from somewhere, said, you're stuck. I'm like, yes, we are stuck. Can you help us? They sent 2 planes to us. The whole runway, basically all the aircrafts were holding short. Instead of focusing on the landing, I'm focusing. Those 7 guys must be cursing me standing there that I closed the whole runway for 7 minutes. But again, it's aviation. Thus hits the fan, but then when it does, you should know your procedures and how to save your life. Hi, my name is Tanishq Gulati, and I'm from India. I'm working in Cape Town as a flight instructor, as a pilot, and making the new generation of pilots.
Hi, I'm Arshia. I work in Cape Town for aviators as a flight instructor, and I teach people how to fly.
So basically we're training, let's say, a 12th metric pass kid to fly the plane, to fly the small planes first, and then get their student pilot license, private pilot license, and thereafter the commercial license. Thereafter, most of them move to the airlines, but basically training the next generation of pilots.
I went to an airport and I saw these pilots carrying their bags and crawling to terminal buildings, and yeah, it drew my attention. I knew I want to become a pilot.
It was my 11th standard when I was sitting in a corridor. We were having the normal morning meeting in the school, and there is this lady that walks there. She came with 4 stripes. At that point I never knew what these stripes are for. 4 stripes. She comes on the stage with the school's principal, and I saw she was giving a speech and there were parents beside her who were very proud for some reason. And I was like, dude, I don't know what she is, but I just want to become that. I went to her after the meeting and I asked, okay, what is the job? And she said, I'm an airline pilot, which fancied me because my dream was to become an astronaut. But then I came down 1 level because we couldn't reach the physics to that level. So it was always for me, if not space then sky, but I need to fly. So that's how I got into aviation. I always wanted to get international exposure. I had a few options: USA, New Zealand, Canada, South Africa. For some reason, South Africa, it was like the country calls you. That's how I ended up here. My initial training was in Johannesburg. It was 15 months to complete the training. And then I went back to convert the license. And now I'm in Cape Town as a flight instructor.
After high school, I just couldn't imagine any other job. Like, I couldn't imagine myself as anything else.
There was a thing that if you want to become a pilot, you don't have to study much. You don't have to go to college and anything. And that was the reason becoming a pilot, to drop the 9-to-5 job. But now, just to give you the real side, we are doing 5 to 9 instead of 9 to 5. So
yeah, we are lazy by nature. So.
If you don't want to do a desk job, then pilot's job is for you.
Typical day start before the flight. You wake up, take a quick shower, go to the airport, check the weather, check the planning and the flight, and talk to the student, and we go grab some fun.
Always, you are a pilot, you need to have fun. So you go out, have some fun,
and then you come back, talk about the flight, what we did, and then hop into the next flight.
You have hectic sleep schedules once you enter airlines. As instructors, it's a bit relieved, but still, as a pilot, there is no sleep schedule. You sleep anytime, you sleep at any hotel, anywhere, when the airline puts you in the rosters. Plus, you are carrying passengers. That's a risk. There's a life risk at you. That is what you get paid for, because you have to do your work to the 100%. There is no room for errors here. So if you can be dedicated towards it, dedicated towards training, and if you are aware of what you're becoming and what you will be getting yourself into, you should be fine.
Adhering to the directive and procedures and being patient makes you good at this job.
So for aviators is a flight school here. Like, there are a couple of flight schools in South Africa you can find. Training places like this basically helps you get you started towards building your hours and getting your license. To get your commercial license, you need 200 hours. So training spaces like this gets you started with it, building those hours, getting your staff ratings required, and then eventually leading the way to either instructors or the airlines.
Go to the nearest flight school close to your house. Go there and see if you want this or not.
Learning subjects like meteorology, navigations, if you can start up on these, get some books and basically start reading them, that builds up the habits of getting into the pilot career.